How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and this video is going to be everything you need to know in MLB The Show 25 right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm going to be going back to this updated schedule a couple times throughout the video, but there's going to be a lot of things that happen over the next 2.5 weeks in MLB The Show 25, so I wanted to try and talk about it to prepare everybody. There's going to be a lot of information in this video, but there's also a lot to prepare for, as well as a lot of opportunity based on timing in this game. We have Weekend Classic coming up in about 10 days, 5 hours from now when I'm recording this video. We also have a new multiplayer program coming out in about 15 days, which is going to have new players and new packs, of course, new Flawless Rewards or Rewind packs, as well as new World Series Rewind packs. We are about to get new Battle Royale Flawless Rewards tomorrow. So the current ones in Ryan Helsley and Jim Rice are not going to be included in these Rewind packs for another 15 days or so, and then it will take some people some time to unlock those cards as well. So these cards you can expect to go up in price just a little bit. I don't know exactly what the price is going to reach, but in the past, players like Jimmy Rollins, Andre Dawson have gone up to 125, 130, 140,000 stubs. So these cards might be a good investment. I could pick up a couple of these cards. I've talked about this in a previous video as well. I don't know if I'm going to do that though. This is just an idea that I want to mention. Personally, I'm kind of waiting because in those next 10 days, we're going to get some brand new Weekend Classic rewards. Some of them are going to be revealed. We're going to get some new cards in those, flawless packs or whatever, and those Weekend Classic packs, 2 new players. And last month, or I guess last ranked seasons, last Weekend Classic, we had Devin Williams and Grady Sizemore. Those cards are probably going to be implemented back into the Weekend Classic Rewind packs, and those cards should probably drop down into the 10K range. Those cards should be somewhere in these divisions, in the bronze tier, the silver tier, kind of where they put them last time. They're also probably going to put some other packs in there. We saw some April Spotlight cards. We could probably expect some May Spotlight or potentially some June Spotlight, because we have seen that implemented as well. But Grady Sizemore is probably going to drop in price. Devin Williams is probably going to drop in price right around 10,000 stubs. My goal is to buy as many of these cards as I possibly can, because after Weekend Classic's over, they're definitely going to go up in price, as we saw that with Ryan Sandberg and Giancarlo Stanton, Corey Kluber, Carlos Correa, players like that. While that's happening during Weekend Classic, while players are playing, they're going to be earning World Series and working their way up and earning this Al Leiter card. Last time, George Springer as well as Pedro Martinez dropped down during Weekend Classic to their lowest point. They were right around 30,000 stubs. I would expect Alfonso Soriano and Al Leiter to maybe reach the 40,000 stub mark. Maybe they would reach 30K as well, but those are some numbers to keep in mind there, just some guesses. But then once these cards will be implemented back into the World Series Rewind pack, we saw George Springer and Pedro Martinez drop down to 10,000 stubs. I picked up Pedro Martinez myself. That's going to be a really good time to pick up either Al Leiter or Alfonso Soriano. But meanwhile, right now, you can get this June Spotlight Drop 2 pack from the 20 in June program. We can reach 80 program stars. It's going to be, I think, 84 a little bit later today. But we will be able to unlock the Sammy Sosa over the next several days, the next week and a half or so by June 30th. And I think that card's going to be necessary in order to complete the June Retro Spotlight Lightning Collection thing we have going on. They've already added a couple cards, or I guess Rafael Devers, to the June Spotlight Collection. If you get Hunter Goodman and Evan Carter, I think you're going to need this Sammy Sosa card. So that's one of the reasons why I'm getting them. But once again, right, the Weekend Classic packs are probably going to have some either May Spotlight or June Spotlight cards in it. So those cards should drop in price during that time, during this time, right around the time people are unlocking Sammy Sosa. Who knows? They might add, one of those June Spotlight packs to this collection before you're able to get whatever card is going to be at the end, right? It might be Nick Kurtz. It could be somebody else. I know he's hit a couple walk-offs. He's probably going to be the next card implemented into either a pack or the final reward in the program that we get next week. But I think that these cards are going to be important. They're also going to drop down a little bit in price. This Mizorowski card, I think, is pretty good. I got him for about 48,000. He's gone down a little bit since they implemented that second pack into the Sammy Sosa thing. But I think that this card is pretty worth it. We saw something similar with Danny Colome earlier in the year, where he was kind of really the only, lefty with control in the bullpen. Kind of hard to compare two of these players. They're completely different. But this card was, the most expensive one in the May spotlight, and then he dropped down. They did flash sales. They gave us more of those packs. I expect them to do the same type of thing with the June spotlight. So that Mizorowski card might be expensive, or a little bit expensive right now, but I would expect him to drop down a little bit more. Maybe not as much with this Casey Schmidt. I think he's going to stay right around this price, maybe get down to about 15 or 13,000, maybe during a flash sale or something like that. But those are just prices. Those are just numbers. There's a lot of stuff that's coming out in the game. We're going to get back to the schedule right here. We are about to get a brand new program coming out. I talked a little bit about that in my most recent video, or one of my most recent videos. It's going to be a new Prime program. And then we're also getting these new Battle Royale rewards tomorrow. So I would expect, right, if you look at a calendar, the new Prime program is going to be this Friday. 2 weeks from this Friday is going to be July 11th. And that's when the All-Star Game stuff is going to come out. We're going to get a bunch of new cards. It's going to be, I think, kind of like the Team Affinity stuff, where we're just going to be able to redeem these players, similar to like the Color Storm, but for All-Star players. And that's going to be an exciting day for a bunch of brand new cards like Ketel Marte, PCA. Those cards are going to be insane. But anyway, we're also about to get those Battle Royale rewards, so I wanted to kind of make some predictions. And I guess predictions maybe isn't the right word. These are kind of hopeful cards, like players that I want to get an upgrade. I would love to see a brand new version of Rap Dixon. This card, to me, I think is one of the most underrated players throughout the entire game. Just an amazing card. Has an amazing swing as well. Oscar Charleston is another card I think could get an upgrade. I don't think, they could choose anybody for Battle Royale. I don't think he's going to be the reward. But I think that this card, when he gets another one, it's going to be amazing. And I know a lot of the community would really like to see that. They don't know. Maybe they don't know it right now, but I know that they would like that card if they implemented it into that type of thing. Turkey Stearns is another good card. I think he has a great swing in the game. I would love to see maybe some of these Negro League players get an upgrade. That would also help, I guess, give a hint that we are going to get a 99 overall Cool Papa Bell collection later on in the year. Hank Thompson would be another card. If maybe we're looking for more of a prospect, Christian Moore would be a great pick. I know he's not doing the best right now to start off his career with the Angels, but I think he's going to be a great player. I was actually talking about him on draft night. I thought the Angels had a pretty good draft. Leo Dallas DeVries, I think that this card would be really good. I know a lot of people liked this card earlier in the year. I think for another prospect, a card that we're probably not going to really get an upgrade till later on, but just a hopeful player. Manny Ramirez, if we're looking for a legend, I think would be a great card to implement into Battle Royale, as well as Hank Aaron. I think he was a chase pack reward earlier in the year. I'm not even sure how you got this card. I kind of forgot about that, but 87 overall, I think he could be due for like a 94, 95. The chase pack card currently is a 96, so maybe these Battle Royale rewards will be at a 95. I don't think they'll be at a 96, but I have been kind of off on my overall predictions as well, so we'll have to see. Until next time, that's everything you need to know about MLB The Show right now. We have an opportunity to make a lot of stubs during Weekend Classic. We have a lot of opportunities to, I guess, time some stuff to get cards for cheaper prices. But that's everything. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'm just trying to help out with a lot of information. Peace out.